And that leadership made them slaves. But we have decided to find the leadership of our own.
You know. Not your average nigga, I'm a god out the hood. They can't downplay me, I came up, I'm elevated. I ain't gotta say too much for them to know I'm coming for what's mine. You know they see me in my presence, say. They see how I'm coming. Young, but you not just gonna finesse me like you did my peoples. Them back when you said they was emancipated. This ain't that. Your head too big, you feeling yourself. The game wasn't fair, you had the advantage, we wasn't educated. I don't look at you people the same. Nah. Your worst nightmare, my skin tone about them chains. Yeah. Not no circus lion, son, I can't be tamed. You gon' have to kill me, pussy, Toby ain't my name. Y'all still wanna think our history started when we were slaves? What? Come on now, talk about them pyramids we made. I was chosen by that man, you know y'all just been running game. The nerve of you acting like...
What's going on, family? This is your brother King Kim, and welcome back to Shifting the Culture Podcast. Welcome back to Shifting the Culture Podcast. I am your host. What's going on, family? Tonight, we are going to be discussing hip-hop and socially engineered savagery. I don't know if y'all had an opportunity to see the video on that went viral. I don't know if it was on Shade Room or not, but it went viral with the artist DoeBoy, where he put a 9-year-old inside of the music video. And, you know, it had the internet going crazy. People saying, you know, why would he put the 9-year-old in the music video? And he in there rapping and throwing money, saying all type of crazy stuff. So then DoeBoy responds to the backlash. And, you know, he's saying he trying to help the young brother get out of the hood, because if not, if don't nobody help him, then he gonna end up in the street. So we're gonna be talking about that tonight. Y'all already know, man, because tonight we're gonna be dealing specifically with hip hop a lot. You know, this is shifting the culture. So hip hop is a heavy focal point in which we talk about and what we like to focus on. So we're gonna go ahead and listen to one of my favorite records that's out now. Shout out to my good brother Golden Child with this new record, new single, Rebellious. Is extra dope. I love it. So we're gonna play that, and then we're gonna transition into the rest of the show for the night. But I want us to have an opportunity to listen to that. And if you're tuning in from Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, if you're on Facebook, I need you to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, so that we can grow our audience over there. I need the Facebook family to like and share. I need the Twitter family to retweet, so we can make sure that we get as many eyes on this as possible. So this is Golden Child, Rebellious.
There can never really be justice on stolen land. Are you really for peace and equality?
Yeah.
Or when my car is hooked up, no, you want to follow me. Your laws are minimal, because you won't even think about looking at the real criminal.
Come on. Yeah.
You know. Yes, sir. The victory belongs to the righteous. Our power is in our unity. Look, when you see me coming, know it's serious. Am I really like that? Ask the trenches if you curious. I still laugh and know how to have a good time. Just gotta ask God to forgive us for how we get when we furious. Masculine, he, him, his. Yeah, I'm on that. Try to cancel me, you might get canceled. You should know that. No, I can't let them castrate me. No, sir, they won't pay me for my manhood. Keep it, we don't want that. U.S. soldiers come home and the people thank them for their service. If they knew how many lives we saved, they thank us for our service. Save some people's lives that might not ever know we saved them. Long as Allah pleased with how we out here working, then it's always worth it. Look, please don't get us confused. Yeah, we pushing peace, but we get busy, we get violent too. Got some brothers with the movement, but they ain't got all they screws. We just found the truth, and we with Allah. Come against us and you bound to lose. Can't say I ain't warn you, can't say I ain't tell you. Come through with them ones, with them members called us failures. Grew up in the trenches, but it turned us into warriors. Mama, I was born to buck the system, I'm rebellious for sure. Look, they ask me, is this real or is this for the cameras? A lot of brothers say they fire people, but really be scammers. If all the work I put in was on camera, you would have that answer. What I look like doing this for clout, out, look, I got higher standards. I don't need 100 soldiers with me, I got God with me. Still pull up deep to show the brothers unified with me. Know some brothers ready for whatever that's gonna ride with me. Got some real dedicated members on this side with me. Youngin' out his mind, off a pill, he think he's Superman. Off a pill, he get way out his body, think he's Super Saiyan. He just trying to escape the pain for real, escape reality. Streets depressing, you can lose your mind and you can lose your head. Promise we been getting the trench together, those to show that, huh? They trying to tell us what to do, respectfully, we know that, huh? Lot of commentary.
Hey, look.
People on this
Go ahead, man. Hit the comment section. Let me know what city and state you tuning in from. Let's go.
So look, please don't get us confused. Yeah, we pushing peace, but we get busy, we get violent too. Got some brothers with the movement, but they ain't got all they screws. We just found the truth and we were Allah come against us and you bound to lose. Can't say I ain't warn you, can't say I ain't tell you. Come through with them ones, with the members called us failures. Grew up in the trenches, but it turned us into warriors. Mama, I was born to buck the system, I'm rebellious for sure.
Hey, man.
Mama, I was born to buck.
It's that time.
I'm rebellious for sure.
Joshua generation on deck.
Mama, I was born to buck the system. I'm rebellious for sure.
Hey, man, make sure y'all go download that Golden Child Rebellious, family. Hey, let me know in the comment section what y'all thought about that record right there. Because that's my joint. That's my joint. I might have to play it back at the end of the show. Just because I want to hear it again. Just because I want to hear it again, family. So, I know what I was going to do. Let's see. So, yeah, family, hit the comment section. Let me know what city and state you tuning in from. And I want to hear your feedback on that record. Let me see. Let's head over to the comment section. Let me see what's going on. Okay, what's going on, Sister Mecca? Wa alaikum salam, ma'am. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming in, tapping in with the show tonight. Okay. All right. So, is this the joint right here? Please don't get us confused. Yeah, we pushing peace, but we get busy. We get violent too. Yo. His name is... Okay, hold on. This might be the joint right here. All right, just making sure, because I want to pull up this video I was telling y'all about right now. We're about to blow up. Oh, no. Yo, that's crazy. I know what I'm going to do, though. All right, family, just hold on. Just hold on with your brother for a second. Hold on. When all else fails, you can always go to Instagram. All right, so I want to show y'all the video of the young boy. I think he 9 years old. 9 years old rapping too. 9 years old rapping. I put my response video up on Instagram. Put the response video up on Instagram. And, you know, I listen to DoeBoy's response to all of the critics. You know, I listened to what he had to say to all the critics for real. And I was just like, I understand what DoeBoy talking about, though. I understand what he talking about. But we also have to, you know, we got to take it to another level now, though. And matter of fact, I want to know who knocked up Sexy Red, though. That's a whole nother podcast. We got to figure that out, though. We got to figure out who knocked up Sexy Red, though. All right. So, I got the video pulled up for family. So, look, check this out. Yeah. Sharing my screen. All right. So, everybody should be able to see that. And so, this is the video right here from, it's posted on All Hip Hop. Let's see. Oh, no. No one. Cut the sound on.
fuck up on my shit. 100 round, hit him with the Glock, take the fuck down. 100 round, bitch, we in that kill, we gon' take him down. 12 get behind, we gon' do 60 fucking miles.
12 get behind, fuck 60, do 200 miles. Caught him in traffic, 5 switches, we shot like 200 rounds. I've been seeing all them goddamn comments and all the little posts and all the tweets and all that shit, just hating on the little nigga. Like, that shit lame as hell though, cause at the end of the day, shit, he 9 years old. Think about, like, I don't know if you from where we from type shit, but where I'm from, goddamn, that's a regular little nigga in the hood. Like all our young niggas act like that though. They run around cussing, they be bad as fuck. So it's like that shit just it's not really nothing too crazy. So it's like shit, at least he trying to do something positive though. Like him rapping is gonna change his life. It's gonna change his life and it's gonna make his life good so he don't have to grow. Cause in a couple years, if his life don't change, that little nigga gonna be thugging. Cause he already thugging. But that little nigga gonna be thugging in a couple years if he don't get it out. So hell yeah, I'm finna help that little nigga get the check. Nigga, I don't give a fuck who got nothing to say about it. Fuck you, suck my dick, bitch.
You can get the fuck up on my shit. 100 round, hit him with the Glock, take the fuck down. 100 round, bitch, we in that kill, we gon' take him down. 12 get behind, we gon' do 60 fucking miles.
Yo, I ain't even gonna hold y'all. The beat, the beat kind of hard though. The beat kind of go. That's the crazy part about the whole thing. Like the beat kind of go though. All right, so look. So I responded back to that video, and DoeBoy got a point. You know, I agree with him on the point of that in their neighborhood, in their hood, that's, you know, how a lot of the young people growing up. A lot of young people growing up that way. And if you don't get them into something positive, sports, music, you know, doing something positive that can get them some money and get them up out of the hood, then most of the time they end up falling victim to the streets. So in his mind, coming from his perspective, is if I can get him on with the music, then he can get away from the hood and then hopefully get away from the influences that keep you in the streets. But I added this too. I added this, and I wanted to give DoeBoy this as well. While what you're thinking while what you're thinking is cool. All right, you want to help him get on with the music so that he can shine, he can get some money, he can get out the hood. But what you're not doing is you're still allowing the young man to normalize street and criminal behavior. Because that's what he's rapping about. He's talking about sliding, he's talking about money, he's talking about selling drugs. So you normalizing street culture. And if he's never been in the streets like that, or, you know, just getting started, you don't even want to steer him in that direction. Even as a rapper who don't necessarily actively participate in the streets, if you rap about that, you will bring that element around you. So, for example, say if he do blow up. Then what is going to happen is he's going to still invite that same type of element to be around him. And as we saw with Young Dolph, as we saw with P&B Rock, we saw with Pop Smoke, the list of rappers go on and on and on that we lost to street violence, to gun violence. Some of them active, some of them not active in the community. I mean, not in the community, in the streets. But the point of this, but the point of what I'm saying is that you create that death style culture by the lyrics that you rap and by the mindset that you have. So you want to clean the mind of this young man and show him that you don't want to have no affiliation with the streets. You don't want to have no parts of being in the streets. You don't want to rap about being in the streets because that's only death or prison. That's it. And the people that participate in that, they only go in two places, to the grave or to prison. So if you want to do music, but do a different type of music. Rap about something else. If you got style, you got flow, you can rap about other things. That don't have to be that. And I understand we got to look at how DoeBoy was raised, because people upset with DoeBoy, but what DoeBoy know more than what he been seeing. And we have to take that into consideration as well. A lot of our street dudes who come out of the streets, and y'all hear me, I'm trying to not say crazy stuff. So you hear me I'm saying street dudes in there because I don't want to use the N word and everything like that. But I'm just saying. So, but you see our people in the streets and coming out of the streets. If that's all they seen growing up and that's all he know, then how is he going to offer him anything other than that? For all we know, DoeBoy still got 1 foot in and 1 foot out the streets. So while we saying, well, you a grown man and you should know, yeah, I mean, he know, but he's still he could possibly still be actively doing something. So it's not even like he all the way out, let alone going to encourage somebody else not to get out. Even though I'm sure he done lost friends to the streets, he done lost friends to beef and gangs and money and drugs. So even if even whatever you got going on personally, you shouldn't want nobody to, like a 9-year-old who's easily influenced, to be brought into that type of world. You should be trying to keep them away from that as much as possible. And if he do it when he get older, then he done made a conscious decision. But now he can't make no conscious decisions on his own. That's for his betterment. So this is what the people around him supposed to do. So his parents supposed to do that. The OGs that's around him supposed to do that. See, we got to stop normalizing OGs being called OGs, but they not giving nothing back to the young people. Walaikum salam, sister. Love, what's going on with you? Going on, sis? Point blank, salam. What's happening? Got to get a salute to the family. Yeah, not that type of rap. Sister Mecca said not that type of rap. And Sister Mecca is a rapper. So she can speak to this heavy. He can get away from the hood but have the same mindset, so he gonna stay in the hood. That's right. You can take the niggas out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the niggas. So you can take niggas and put them in the suburbs and they're gonna turn that to the projects. Why? Because it's the mindset that they had. It's not the body. It's not the physical. It's not the money. Money just amplifies who you really are anyway. So if you from the streets and you have a street mentality, then money just amplify that street mentality in the first place. Walaikum salam, brother Daryl. 2X in the building. Let's get it. Sister Alexia, walaikum salam, man. I got the family in here. We got Philly in here. We got Ohio in the building. You understand me? Let me know what city and state y'all checking in from. Put those in the comment section as well. Let's tap in. So, I don't know why my camera keep readjusting. Let me move this mic out the way. So, that's what we dealing with right now. See, there go readjusting again. I needed to be on this. Don't go on that in the background. Stay on this. I might have to do this just so I can stay up on it. Because it did it again. I don't know why I keep doing that. Let me see. Boom. All right. So I want to share words from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan on this, where the minister spoke with our hip-hop artists. I can't remember which year it was. The minister has done several different hip-hop summits where he goes and sits down with the artists. So I want to share some words that the minister shared with the rappers and things at the summit that we could use to help us understand better this dynamic that's taking place. All right. Albany, Georgia. Albany. That's what they say. Albany. All right. So let me pull the words of the minister up. And for those that are just coming in, matter of fact, let me do this. For those who are just coming in, this is Shifting the Culture Podcast. I'm your host, brother King Cam, and what we are discussing is this video by DoeBoy where he had a 9-year-old rapper in his video, and it caused a lot of controversy because of the things that the young brother was saying, what he was doing in the video, all things like that. So we trying to figure out, is DoeBoy being a true OG, or is he leading the young brother down the path of destruction? So again, Facebook, make sure you share and like. YouTube, make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell as well. And then the Twitter family, I need you to retweet. All right, so I'm going to show y'all the video again.
12 get behind, fuck 60, do 200 miles. Caught them in traffic, 5 switches, we shot like 200 rounds. I've been seeing all them goddamn comments and all the little posts and all the tweets and all that shit, just hating on the little nigga. Like, that shit lame as hell though, because at the end of the day, shit, he 9 years old. Think about, like, I don't know if you from where we from type shit, but where I'm from, goddamn, that's a regular little nigga in the hood. Like, all our young niggas act like that, though. They run around cussing, they be bad as fuck. So it's like that shit just it's not really nothing too crazy. So it's like shit, at least he trying to do something positive though. Like him rapping is gonna change his life. It's gonna change his life and it's gonna make his life good so he don't have to grow. Cause in a couple years, if his life don't change, that little nigga gonna be thugging. Cause he already thugging. But that little nigga gonna be thugging in a couple years if he don't get it out. So hell yeah, I'm finna help that little nigga get the check. Nigga, I don't give a fuck who got nothing to say about it. Fuck you, suck my dick, bitch. Get behind, fuck 60, do 200 miles. Caught him in traffic, 5 switches, we shot like 200 rounds. I've been seeing all them goddamn comments and all
like
the little posts.
Oh, hey. Oh, hold on, DoeBoy, hold on. All right, so that was the video. That was DoeBoy. So now I'm going to pull up the minister's words as he spoke to the hip-hop artists at a hip-hop summit. This will help give us some context and help us understand what's going on. Come on, brother minister. Come and talk to us now. Now, the minister is giving, this is on the West Coast Hip Hop Summit. West Coast Hip Hop Summit. This was in 2002, February 2002, minister on the Hip Hop Summit. Let me get the minister pulled up here. If my mouse stopped acting, my mouse acting retarded. Sorry about that, y'all. My mouse acting crazy. All right.
Feel away home. I ain't got long to stay here. Right. See, they were understanding this thing, but they couldn't openly say it. That's right. White folks in church talking about Jesus, and black folk in the field saying, everybody talking about heaven ain't going to heaven. Heaven. Yeah. Message. They were rapping. But since the slave master loved to hear us sing, we put a little stuff in the song. Yeah. Adversity became the mother of creativity. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming to carry me home. I want to go home.
That's right.
You understand? Yes, sir. Out of our suffering came blues. Out of our suffering came jazz. That's right. Out of our suffering came what they call R&B. That's right. Out of our longing for God to deliver us came gospel. Yes, sir. But none of that before we were suffering. That's right. Think over that. And out of the suffering in the ghetto came rap. That's right. The suffering of your people produced you. And now you can live from those that produced you. But that should make you a servant of those that produced you. That should make you a servant of the hood. Because the hood produced you. Hard times produce you. The whizzing of guns and bullets produce you. Death and destruction of your homies produce you. For what? Just to talk about it? Or to change that reality into something better? That's your challenge, brothers and sisters.
All praises due to Allah. The minister, man. The wisdom. The wisdom. The minister talked about how adversity is the mother of creativity. The mother of creativity. Adversity is the mother of creativity. and talked about how all of these different music forms, from jazz to R&B, blues, all the way up to hip hop, was born out of some type of adversity we was going through, pain and suffering that we was going through. Longing is what gave birth to gospel. You know, oppression and slavery was what gave birth to blues. Heartbreak is what gave birth to R&B. And as the minister just mentioned, death and destruction, bullets whizzing through your community, barely missing your body, sirens from police and ambulance chasing, and all of these different things taking place in our hood is what gave birth to hip hop. You know, out of that suffering, we started putting the condition of our communities on rap. See, we started putting that in music. We started talking about what our condition was. We always did that, though. You know, we was doing it, we was singing it, then we just started rapping it. But it was all about our condition. It was all about our suffering. It was all about our oppression at the time. And that was an outlet for us. So that just gives you a look into how you're able to take a bad situation and turn it into something positive. You can take a bad situation and turn it into something positive. That's right. We are the originators. We absolutely are the originators when it comes to this music. So the minister said, though, those circumstances is what produced you. So now, if those circumstances is what produced you, you should have more knowledge now. So now you do not lead nobody else down that same path. Now you don't lead the youth down that same path because you should know better. So DoeBoy should not lead the 9-year-old down the same path because now DoeBoy should know better. He has the wisdom now. He has the experience from seeing what happened to his friends and seeing what happened to his family members and seeing what happened to people that were close to him. You shouldn't want to lead a young man down that path if you already know what awaits at the end. So this is the guidance that I would give DoeBoy. You know what's at the end of this path. You know what happens to somebody who dedicates their life to the streets. And using music as an outlet is a wonderful thing, but don't encourage lyrics. Don't encourage music to be made from a place that he hasn't even fully experienced yet. Come on now. Don't allow the music and the lyrics to come from a place that he hasn't even fully experienced yet. See, DoeBoy is a different story because that's a grown man. You got other teenagers and grown men that have actually lived what the 9-year-old is rapping. And I'm not saying that the young brother haven't seen anything, because he could be just out there like that and could have seen a whole lot. But again, you don't want to push that mindset on the young brother. So you want to steer him away from all of that foolishness. All of it. If we can help him. So I'm going to go back and hear some more words in the minister. But I would just want to say that to y'all real quick. All right, so let me get the minister back up here. There you go, dear brother.
Muhammad Ali lost his heavyweight championship, and 3 of the best years of his fighting life because he stood against a war that he felt was unjust. He made a sacrifice. He lost something, but he gained something better. He educated American youth, black and white. And the war that they were trying to prosecute, the youth put a stop to it. I said the youth put a stop to it. Don't you ever think that you don't have power. Let me tell you what kind of juice you got. And then as the boys say, I'm out of here. But man, I'm so proud of you, even in the funk, if I may use that expression. Because there's a song we sing in the church. He looked beyond my faults and he saw my need. You're the greatest generation that we ever produced, black, brown, and white. The young people, you are the best. You know why? You are chosen for a new purpose. You remember in the Bible when the children of Israel were coming out of Egypt and they were in the wilderness and they were murmuring against Moses and Aaron. They wouldn't go into the promised land because giants were in it and they had to tangle with the giants and they said, well, God, you go in and take care of them giants. Otherwise, we're not going in. So what did the God say? He said, I'm going to let all these old ones die out. And I'm going to take the children. And they will inhabit the promised land. That's you. You are young. You're fearless. You're strong. But your strength now is being used against you. The fact that you are willing to fight for what it is you believe and you take on those who disrespect you and these kind of tug-of-wars, east, west, north, south, you know, that kind of thing has been going on. Yeah, it is like a civil war. Right now in LA, it's the blacks and the Latinos. Right. What right do we have to kill each other? That's right. Both of us poor. Both of us powerless. That's right.
See, so the minister talking about the beefs that go on in our communities. He highlighting the beefs that go on in our communities, and what the enemy is doing is that he wants to keep the beef going between us and Hispanics and, you know, those in our community and who we live close to keep the beef and stuff going on with us. A lot of the rappers get into beefs and things like that. A lot of the gang members get into turf wars and beefs with one another, not understanding that it's the same enemy that has put us in this condition. Now, I want to read something out of student minister Dimitrich's book called But Didn't You Kill Malcolm? And in chapter 1, he goes over how Malcolm X and the weaponization of popular culture, right? And he talks about black youth being in crisis. I want to read something in reference to that. It says, as a parent and concerned member of the black community, I hate the condition that I see our young people in. Black people are filling morgues, prisons, and hospitals. Black youth are up against tremendous challenges, and the collective condition of young black men and women begs for the solutions that the Nation of Islam offers. Right? So it's talking about black youth being in crisis. We know the condition. But then it says socially engineered savagery. Through the behemoth power of modern culture, modern popular culture, music, movies, and the internet, and all forms of entertainment, black youth receive negative messages that reinforce and normalize negative behavior. Their minds are used as dumping grounds for images, sounds, and ideas that actually normalize criminal behavior. I'm going to say that again. It says their minds are used as dumping grounds for images, sounds, and ideas that actually normalize and reinforce criminal behavior. So what DoeBoy is doing, not knowing, is that he's normalizing and reinforcing criminal behavior in the young man through the music because he's not showing them a better way. He's not showing them a better way. And that's why it's important that we got to come up and glow up about it, what we saw growing up. So if DoeBoy saw that growing up, then it normalized it for him, so he thought it was okay for him to do it. And the same cycle will continue unless we get some new wisdom. So these are the things that we see happening. What's going on, Brother Ray Robinson? Tapping in, my brother. I'm always with you all. May not see me sometimes, but I'm here in spirit with you all. Appreciate you, good brother. Appreciate the good brother. So we want to go a quick commercial break. Really quick, and then we will be back. Greetings. You may have seen my video on YouTube where I talk about my tech journey and how I was able to take $100 and turn it into $85K. The way I was able to do that was jumping into the tech industry, breaking through that door, and getting in on an entry level through a tech boot camp by the name of Course Careers. Number one, the reason why I took Course Careers was because of the price. Course Careers is extremely affordable. It is only $500. And if you utilize my discount code, it can take $50 off and it'll actually be $450. But even better, they have a payment plan for those of us who wasn't able to pay $450 up front, because I couldn't even pay $450 up front. That's how bad your brother was. So I wasn't able to pay $450 up front, but they have a payment plan option that allows you to put $100 down and you're able to get access to the course. The number two reason why I got into Course Careers was because of all of the testimonials. The third reason why I took Course Careers was because of the free introductory course. Troy did an excellent, phenomenal job in the free introductory course that gave you an outline of what you will be learning in Course Careers, and also went through his own personal story, his own personal struggles, and how tech sales changed his life and why it will be able to change your life as well. So if you're interested in taking Course Careers, I'm going to put my discount code up and available so you can get $50 off. If you click the link below, you're going to be able to start your Course Careers journey, get $50 off, and then what I want you to do is refer a friend, because once this changes your life, why would you keep it to yourself? You need to let somebody else know. So again, click the link in the bio, click the link below. And when you click the link below, I thought it was on Instagram. When you click the link below, then you'll be able to start your tech journey, get to this tech bag, and don't forget the discount code that's going to take $50 off. Don't hesitate, family. Don't waste no more time. Get in the Course Careers right now. Click the link below. Let's get started. And then feel free to reach out to me. I want to help as many people as possible, especially people in my community. So click the link below again. Let's get started. Get the $50 off. Let's get to the bag. All right, family. Thank you for watching that. As you know, over here on Shifting the Culture Podcast, we talk a lot about tech, business, entrepreneurship, and current events. So I have been working in the tech industry for a little over a year. I was able to break in through a boot camp by the name of Course Careers. That's what I was talking about in the commercial. So if you're interested in changing careers, you're trying to get on a path to six figures, you like to work remotely, you love to have great benefits, you love to have the opportunity to make a lot of money because tech has high paying salaries, and you're able to leverage that into owning your own business, leverage that into buying real estate, whatever the case may be, but you're looking to get some more income, then you want to go ahead and tap in with Course Careers today. So I'm about to put the link in the chat right now. But you'll have that opportunity, family. So let's see, boom. All right, here we go. Copy link. So I'm about to put that in the chat for y'all. And if you decide that you want to go ahead and take Course Careers, then what happens is if you go through my link, you get $50 off. You get $50 off. The boot camp is only $500, and if you go through me, you get $50 off. And guess what? They can offer you a payment plan which means you don't even have to pay the $500 up front if you don't have that. You can literally get started with $100 and then be able to pay bi-weekly until the $500 is paid off. So it's super sweet. You have no excuses. We waste $500 on the weekend sometimes. So why don't you take some time and invest in yourself and, have the opportunity to be able to level up so we can take it to the next level. Because we got to shift the culture. That's just it. So we got to get more money, more prayer, more God. Those the things right there. Those are things. You get more God, more prayer is going to bring you more money. But that's the type of time that we on. So we got to shift the culture. In order to do that, you got to shift your bag up. Got to get more. Your bag weight got to get up there. All right? So, socially engineered savagery. So, through the behemoth power of modern popular culture, music, movies, and internet, and all forms of entertainment, black youth receive negative messages that reinforce and normalize negative behavior. On both sides, female side and male side. Megan and Cardi B, Ice Spice, City Girls, to the men's side with 21 Savage, Lil Baby, all of these other rappers. So it says their minds are used as dumping grounds for images and sounds and ideas that actually normalize and reinforce criminal behavior. These kinds of self-destructive images and messages are a stark contrast to the self-improving message offered by the Nation of Islam. So what Brother Minister Demetric is getting us to understand is that there are two messages, there are two ideas that are being portrayed. One through hip-hop currently as it stands that will create socially engineered savagery because of the media, the movies, the images, and the sounds that are being fed to us and to, everybody that's listening to hip-hop music now is reinforcing ideas for criminal behavior. It's reinforcing it in your subconscious mind. Remember, your subconscious mind cannot distinguish between truth and falsehood. So when you are consuming content, you reading something, you listening to something, it has no ability to distinguish between what's good and what's bad. You can't throw the baby out with the bathwater when it comes to, you can't separate the two, the baby from the bathwater when it comes to your conscious mind, because it has no ability to do that. No ability to do that. So ultimately, you're reinforcing negative ideas and thoughts in your mind. The messaging and of popular culture functions as mental preparation and mental programming that prepares our youth for prison. The nefarious school to prison pipeline is facilitated, aided, and abetted by the entertainment industry. Just think about the candid commentary of Professor Robert McChesney in his interview for the PBS Frontline documentary, The Merchants of Cool. He pinpoints the attitude and methodology of the entertainment industry as being that of a colonizer and the minds of America's youth population. He goes on to say, quote, "You should look at it like the British or the French empires in the 19th century. Teens are like Africa. There's this range that they're going to take over, and their weaponry is films, music, books, CDs, internet access, clothing, amusement parks, sports teams. That's all this weaponry they have to make money off of this market, to colonize this market. And that's exactly how they approach it. So they look at music as just one small part of it. They aren't music companies. They're money-making companies, and music is a weapon that generates money for them. So I'm going to go back to, close quote. I'm sorry. So that's all the way up. That's what he said. And this is Professor John McChesney in an interview for the PBS Frontline documentary, The Merchants of Cool. So you'll be able to see him on there where he actually states this. So it says, Professor McChesney's reference to the colonization of Africa is important. Throughout history, American imperialism and European colonialism have been vehicles of genocide and and against the lives of black people. And nowadays, the psychology and methodology of the European colonizers of Africa is being used by entertainment industries against the youth of America and black youth in particular. It is mental, spiritual, moral colonization for genocidal purposes. So, what Brother Demetric is connecting here is the degradation of hip-hop culture language, the low vibration that it functions on, and the connection that it has to us as a people and as a society, specifically with black youth, because black youth, we're the ones that's in hip-hop. We're the one that's putting the music out. We're the ones that's having the hot songs with the hot beats, with the crazy lyrics that are going viral. And all that's well and good. We blowing up. We going on tour. We selling tickets. We doing concerts. We doing press runs. We doing all that. But what we're not understanding is that those that we leave after that show have been embedded with an idea. See? They've been embedded with an idea. Their minds have been watered the whole time at your conference. You know, at your show. The minds have been watered already prepped up. See? With foolishness, which helps them to now normalize or reinforce criminal activity, criminal behaviors. That's why the artists have to be responsible for their platform. Artists have to be responsible for their platform for this particular reason right there. And that reason is because it reinforces. It reinforces negative ideas and criminal activity. And see, all of this is doing, this is what we're doing to ourselves on the surface level. Now, we got some hidden hands in the back, though. So when the hidden hands are the ones that's controlling all of this stuff, we regurgitating and speaking because we so dead in the grave. We don't know up from down, light from left from right. We don't know any of that. So we just heard some information yesterday and we just rolling with it. No, sir. Not in 2023. Too many of us are coming into wisdom. Too many of us are coming into different knowledge. Too many of us are coming into the true history of who the Caucasian is. We don't have time to be playing no games like that. Don't have no time. All right, family? So let me see. Eyeballs is hurting right now. The way a man does seem of right unto man, the ways of that. Okay, I know what passage message she was talking about. See, the ways of men does not seem of right until man, but the ways of sin is death. I think that's what Brother Nathan was trying to say, something to that extent. But of course, yes, sir, making evil fair seeming. Making evil fair seeming. All right. So that's where we at with it right now. Socially engineered savagery. So getting back to DoeBoy and with the 9-year-old boy. Like, from DoeBoy's perspective, he's absolutely right. He has not seen anything else to even offer anything else that he believes is tangible. Because it's not only that he grew up the way he grew up, but it's also the fact that he has to see other things work. So as far as, selling drugs, he can give you an in-depth look on what that's going to look for you if you just follow his advice because he was successful at doing whatever he was doing. I'm just making up a story. So he was successful, whatever he was doing. You write a step-by-step guide on how the next person that could be successful if they just meeting you and they come and check out the article. They haven't been following your story. So the story is the same. It's across the board. Except for the, But, so yeah. Socially engineered savagery. Socially engineered savagery. So, DoeBoy, I understand what you're doing, what you're trying to do, but we have to look at this from all the perspectives, all of the angles, and we have to get that young brother up out of there. That can't be it. If you want to keep him on the video, that's fine. But we need to be surrounding him around some coaches, some mentors, some pastors, some spiritual leaders, molding his gift in another way. mining out his gift in another way. It said voice dictation messing up. Oh. Yeah. That's what we got to do. We got to surround him around that type of positive influence. But don't put him in your music video with money, talking about guns and spinning the block and killing people. And then justifying it by saying, well, I'm going to help him get to the bag. That's not going to help his cause. Because even if he help him get to the bag and he stay in y'all city, then it becomes a problem. Because we know rappers get killed in their own city. If he leaves out the city but still into different whatever things, he can always find a way to get in trouble. So having that spiritual connection with a brotherhood or a sisterhood is so important, because being able to govern yourself after not being able to govern yourself for so long is difficult. See, the original gods, the OGs, the original God, they had full control over everything that they had within themselves as a human being. Full control. I didn't say partial control. Full control of their thoughts, of their mind. To the point where they could focus their mind and have conversations with the birds. Yeah, that's heavy stuff right there. We ain't gonna get into that right now. That's Far Muhammad. Yes, that's Far Muhammad. Spoke the language of the bird. Real talk. But that's old. That's OG. That's original. That's original God. See, now coming with us, we grew up in the sin. You know, born in sin, shaped in iniquity, which means that we wasn't pure from the beginning because there was sin and iniquity in the world that we came into. That's just real. That's just real. So the socially engineered savagery, which is leading our people to another direction based on how our artists now decide to act. So the minister said you got to stand up. You can't be afraid. You got to be willing to take losses. Ye took a loss. Kyrie took a loss. Colin took a loss. I believe. I'm not 100% sure. Cap. This is Colin. So I'm talking about Colin Kaepernick as an athlete. I'm talking about sacrifice. Had to give up something in order to be successful. So, DoeBoy, my brother, it's not it though. It's not it. It's not it. It's not it. So, man, we're going to go ahead and close this shop down for the night. I certainly appreciate everybody for tuning in. I hope that made sense. I hope the minister was able to give us something, a better insight into looking at our brothers from the hip-hop community, our sisters in the hip-hop community, what their particular role is when it comes to giving back. They have to be mentors. They have to be, ones that are going to invest in the lives of those who help make them rich. That's just your fiduciary duty as a brother or a sister to go back to whom put you on and make sure they were straight. That's just how you're supposed to do that. And we coming into that knowledge now. We coming into that idea now. So you're seeing a lot more artists do it. So now we just trying to figure out, okay, how do we connect it with the community so that we could all go out as a one unit to love on those who not a part of the party. Because the more we grow this community and his Shifting the Culture, the more we grow our community in general and start moving out and even just staying stationary in your own community and it growing and growing and growing. Impactful. And that's what the enemy don't want to ever see, family. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Facebook, like I said, like and share. YouTube, smash the like button. Hit the share button. Make sure that you smash that bell as well as to stay notified each and every time we drop a video. And man, that's it for me tonight, fam. Again, if you want to get into the tech industry and learn how to break that tech bag, how to break into tech and grab that tech bag, you can do so by clicking the link that's in the comment section. Golden Child Music, our brother's music is dope. That's a fact. And we're going to go ahead and close out on some GC. Thank you, sis.
There can never really be justice on stolen land. Are you really for peace and equality? Or when my car is hooked up, no, you want to follow me. Your laws are minimal. Because you won't even think about looking at the real criminal.
You know. Yes, sir. The victory belongs to the righteous. Our power is in our unity. Yeah. Look, when you see me coming, know it's serious. Am I really like that? Ask the trenches if you curious. I still laugh and know how to have a good time. Just gotta ask God to forgive us for how we get when we furious. Masculine, he, him, his. Yeah, I'm on that. Try to cancel me, you might get canceled. You should know that. No, I can't let them castrate me. No, sir, they won't pay me for my manhood. Keep it, we don't want that. U.S. soldiers come home and the people thank them for their service. If they knew how many lives we saved, they thank us for our service. Save some people's lives that might not ever know we saved them. Long as Allah pleased with how we out here working, then it's always worth it. Look, please don't get us confused. Yeah, we pushing peace, but we get busy, we get violent too. Got some brothers with the movement, but they ain't got all they screws. We just found the truth and we with Allah. Come against us and you bound to lose. Can't say I ain't warn you, can't say I ain't tell you. Come through with them ones, with them members called us failures. Grew up in the trenches, but it turned us into warriors. Mama, I was born to buck the system, I'm rebellious for sure. Look, they ask me, is this real or is this for the cameras? A lot of brothers say they for our people, but really be scammers. If all the work I put in was on camera, you would have that answer. What I look like doing this for clout, look, I got higher standards. I don't need 100 soldiers with me, I got God with me. Still pull up deep to show the brothers unified with me. Know some brothers ready for whatever that's gonna ride with me. Got some real dedicated members on this side with me. Youngin' out his mind, off a pill, he think he's Superman. Off a pill, he get way out his body, think he's Super Saiyan. He just trying to escape the pain, for real, escape reality. Streets depressing, you can lose your mind and you can lose your head. Promise we been getting the trench together though, for sure that, They trying to tell us what to do, respectfully, we know that, Lot of commentary from them people on the sidelines. All that stuff they like to talk about, we really on that. So look, please don't get us confused. Yeah, we pushing peace, but we get busy, we get violent too. Got some brothers with the movement, but they ain't got all they screws. We just found the truth and we with Allah. Come against us and you bound to lose. Can't say I ain't warn you, can't say I ain't tell you. Come through with them ones, with the members called us failures. Grew up in the trenches, but it turned us into warriors. Mama, I was born to buck the system, I'm rebellious for sure.
Mama, I was born to buck the system, I'm rebellious for sure. Mama, I was born to buck the system, I'm rebellious for sure.
All right, family. So we're going to go ahead and close it on down. Shout out to GC, Rebellious. Shout out to the whole family. It's Shifting the Culture. All right? Peace and blessings.
Any leadership that teaches you to depend upon another race is a leadership that will enslave you. Any leadership that teaches you to depend upon another race is a leadership that will enslave you. They gave leadership to our foreparents, and that leadership made them slaves. But we have decided to find a leadership of our own.
You know. Not your average nigga, I'm a guy out the hood. They can't downplay me. I came up, I'm elevated. I ain't gotta say too much for them to know I'm coming for what's mine. You know they see me in my presence, say they see how I'm coming. Young, but you not just gonna finesse me like you did my peoples. And then back when you said they was emancipated. This ain't that. Your head too big, you feeling yourself. The game wasn't fair, you had the advantage, we wasn't educated. I don't look at you people the same. Your worst nightmare, my skin tone about them chains. Not no circus lion, son, I can't be tamed. You gon' have to kill me, pussy, Toby ain't my name. Y'all still want us think our history started when we were slaves? Come on now, talk about them pyramids we made. I was chosen by that man, you know y'all just been running game. The nerve of you acting like